So if you go to Centric.com, very easy to actually do something like this. Let's turn that off. So it's easy to do something like basically what you're seeing here, which is like a countdown timer. And you ask yourself, when is the best time where I want to put like a countdown timer in my email or in my newsletter? The best time is when you have an event, something that's in a week's time, a month's time, or you want to count down towards a sale that's happening on the website, or count down to some special something that's happening. So that's when you put a countdown timer. Now, if you want to do it on the website, like building websites, how you put countdown timers is different, because you can use your JavaScript, your jQuery, your PHPs. You can use all your fancy programming languages to put all this into the email. So what's the best way? So the best way is to use this website, which is called Centric.com. And that's how they do it here, because I saw this email come through and I was like, oh, okay, cool. I'll take a look. So as you can see, it just plunks in the numbers in there, and it's actually live when you actually view the email. There's a countdown, the seconds are ticking down, and then when it finally reaches 0, it literally goes 0 in the inbox. Or it can you can have some sort of configuration to display another image as a fallback to say when it goes 000, basically fall back to this. Okay, so but to put in these numbers that tick within the actual email, you go to Centric.com. So let's go there right now. If I click back here, you can see I got the website loaded up already. Okay, now, so the easiest thing to do is obviously you have to load up your email address here. So you just type it in. After you type that in, your time zone, of course, and after you do that, you can drop down this to pick a date when the event is actually starting. So you're ticking down to the 18th, or you're ticking down to the 25th, or you're ticking down to the 8th. So you choose the date there. Okay, and obviously it will appear like how it's showing on the thumbnail here. There'll be actually a ticking number, and you can configure everything using these drop down colors. So for example, here the color is blue, so you can just go down here and find your hue of blue. Okay, so if you have an exact number here, you can put it in here so that it matches. And then in here, you can choose your color for the labels. The labels would be the ones, the small ones that say hours, minutes, and seconds. So that's the labels. So if you choose red, they're gonna appear in sort of like red. And digits refers to the 035724. So those numbers are being affected by this color. So if you say choose pink hue, basically your numbers are gonna be pink. So you're gonna have to choose what color goes with what campaign you're working on. For example, in this campaign, it worked well for them to choose this background. So if you wanted to choose this hue, you can click here. Bring this back in, and if I copy this number, I can go into Centric, and on the background, that's the number that I can put here. I believe if I paste it, ooh, I missed the pound sign. So there, that's the number that I would get, which is that hue, which would match the design. And then obviously you got a bunch of ones in like black. I'm sorry, not ones, but numbers in like black. So obviously on here, digits, you'd have to choose black hue. You can just drag it to the corner there. That's fine. What else? So the labels as well, they're actually black. So you can come here and go to your labels and just make them black. So once you put your email address, you've selected what time you want this to end, the language. Basically, I think the language controls hours. If it's Spanish, we say horas, minutos, segundos. So yeah, if it's, yeah, you just choose your language that controls that bit. And on here, click agree, generate, and then that gives you your generated GIF. Not really a GIF, but you know, file path, like the image. So this is essentially what I have. You can see if I created this image for me to actually use within the email, and it will actually look like this. So in a minute, we're going to come and grab this link so that we can put it in the email. But for now, we've got, say for example, if I turn that off, we'd have to think about, okay, so we have this email that we want to build, okay, it looks like this, okay, and if it looks like this, somewhere, somehow, we want to plunk in like a ticking timer, right? So it all goes in context. You have to think about like, okay, where am I going to put it? How is it going to sit in the email? Okay, so let's try to see how we can do that. But I promise I'm going to make this video very short. I just wanted to give you a little heads up to say, guys, in your emails, feel free to play around with timers, okay? So I'm going to go into Dreamweaver. As you can see, it's a blank slate. And so what I'm going to do, actually, let's just do what we always do. Okay. Push that back. I'm going to indent. And I'm going to add another table in here. And I hope you guys have been practicing, because a lot of people are coming to me saying like, okay, we're improving. Okay, it's making sense and stuff like that. I kind of get why we nest in. I kind of get why we're doing this, you know. So the more you practice, the more you try to build these things, the more it gets easier and easier and easier. You get it. So actually I wanted it there. Don't normally put it on here. Get rid of that. However, I can put a class main, something like that. Depending on what class I have to make it responsive. I'm not gonna bother with making it responsive. Just want to show you the idea behind putting the timer. So here we go. So what do we have? So I got some few links in here. As you can see, these little things that just popped up. So these are the hosted versions of the logo and the banner. So for the logo bit, let's see. If I just click here, I just want to be speedy and not need to waste time, if you know what I mean. So in here, I can just do img. Source would be that thing which I just copied, and if I give it a width of 600, if I can type equals 600. Okay, so I just wanted to put that in as an image just to speed time, but you wouldn't put it as an image. You'd have to code everything. I'm sure you've watched all the other videos on the channel. Just to speed ahead as well, let's see, go to Photoshop. So we got this blue thing going. I've just remembered that I've done a tutorial on the channel. So yeah, I'm just gonna steal. This is how you can actually reuse elements as well. So let's see. Right, I think it's this one, notification area. Okay, it's wrapped around the table. Got to be mindful of that. Okay, so the logo is sitting around TR, so I can't just paste in like that, because it'll go from TR to table. Okay, so that wouldn't make sense. That would be semantically incorrect. Although you're not seeing an error here, and although it's actually working, you wouldn't want to do that. So the best way to do that would be to come in here. Since from TR I have to actually create another TR, and come out, backspace it, and push it. Ooh. Push in, and then let's see. Okay, let's just put line center for now. Then I paste my table in, and then my table is now sitting within a row, which works great. I can just push this in to indent it so that everything is just flowing as we want it to. Okay, that's great. And I can even get rid of that. That's fine, I don't need that. So I think if I come in here, I can see something is a bit bigger than what it's supposed to be. So if I do 20, that's slightly smaller. Okay, I can do 10. Okay, 15. All right, and then I can go back to Photoshop, and I would just zoom in a bit onto the design. Okay, that's what I was trying to create, and then we can just color pick this color, copy it, and come back into Dreamweaver and change that U to that. So, you know, that's not part of the tutorial, but that's how you can reuse elements that you've built from previous EMLs, okay? Don't have to code everything every time from scratch, just putting it out there. Back to Photoshop to see what's happening. So there's a little gap here between the text and the blue ribbon. So let's go back into Dreamweaver. It's kind of there too, because obviously I used an image, so it's fine. But if you wanted to have more control of the gap above, I could come into here and just do style. And then I'll do what you call it. I can do a padding top. Padding top of something like 10 pixels is fine. Okay, that just kind of pushes it away from the text above a little bit. Okay, all right, so great. What else can I do? I think for now we're good. Just to demonstrate what we're trying to do here. Okay, and then go back into Photoshop, have a little look. Okay, so now I'm gonna concentrate on adding the banner image in. Okay, so click on the banner. Where is it? If I just close it. Okay, so it's the one at the bottom here. Just copy that link. Okay, and then I come back into Dreamweaver, and what I'm gonna do is under here, I am gonna, and I know that the banner for this video is like that Squid Game thumbnail that you've just seen as you clicked onto this video. What was your thoughts on watching Squid Game? Did you enjoy it? Did you find it weirdly strange, or was it just like perfect for you guys? Me personally, wow, I was actually hooked. I think I watched the whole thing in like 3 days. Probably why I wasn't doing tutorials. Probably why I just put it out there. But yeah, yeah, it's pretty good, you know. Would I do it? Would I be that brave to actually go into Squid Game and actually play? Maybe. Never know. Never know, but nah, that was a bit extreme. So let's just put a gap above the image. So padding top again. I'm loving padding top today. 20 pixels just to get a white gap above. Just that white gap here, because the image was budding against this. It was alright, it was looking alright, but I just thought, you know, let's stick to what the design is showing us, and we just did that. So got the little gap here as well. So you can do 30 pixels if you feel, but 20 should be alright. So we got this image in. Now we need this copy in there. It seems like they always have one little emoji in there. Well, they're gonna work. But yeah, I remember from the last tutorial that we did, we had a little gamesy one, like, where is it? Yeah, we had another little one there as well. So yeah, they love the emojis. But let me just grab this copy so I don't have to redo it. Let's see. So if I just minimize that. Alright, come back in here. I believe I can paste it in here. Let's see how that looks. Boom. Okay, so that happened. Alright, so I'm going to undo that. And use another TR, because what happened was the text just exploded. It just took over the whole thing. Whereas I need the text to be sort of like within. Let's see what I'm trying to do here. Wait. What happened here? Wait. Because I don't want to keep doing the 600. I could, but yeah. So yeah, we got this TR here. So what I can do is actually the notification one. I'm gonna cut it out. Alright, hang on a second. That is right. So if I X that, and then within the 600, so that everything remains constrained within the 600 width. And I'm gonna push this in. Okay. And then the next thing was image, the banner. Cut that. And I can put that in here. Great. Push that in. Yeah, I know sometimes it can seem a little confusing. So part of it, trust me. I'm going to get rid of this because it'll end up a mess. So let's see what we got. If I refresh. Okay, still got the same funky look. But now we just need to go back and grab this copy again. And then paste in the right place so that the text doesn't bloat out like it had done. So now if I scroll down, you can see the text is within the bounds of the 600 bit. That's what I was trying to achieve. Seems like today I'm just reusing elements, to be honest. And if I go back to the design in Photoshop, you can see that underneath that is, it's the image, okay? Okay, don't worry about these buttons, but let's just put the image. Let's see. So if I come back into Dreamweaver, you can see there's a little bit of stuff that needs to be done. The copy here is sitting within this background color. So if I click here, get background color, then I'll go into Dreamweaver again. Let's find that text, and I can put in a BG color of £, what we copied, and just paste. Let's see what happens. Perfect. And now let's see what we can cleverly do here. So we got a TR table, then that's where we got the copy. So in here, okay, so essentially it's gonna be 95. All right, fine. Unless you wanted the image to touch edge to edge, no, the image is not touching edge to edge. That can sit within that box. So here is where we create our TR. Ooh, hope you're following along. If you don't see it, watch it 1 time, 2 times. Trust me, you will get it. So yeah, so then we got the TR, CD, end, and there is where we need to put the image. But the image is still up here on the web. So if I go, if I just copy this image file path, copy image address, and paste in here, and refresh, you're gonna see something happen. Ooh, finally we get the ticking thing going. So now this is why we came to this tutorial. Line center, there you go. So, yep. So now something is happening. I can do some style, padding. This time I'm gonna do top and bottom, 20 pixels. Yeah, okay. Padding, 20 pixels, top and bottom, 0, left and right. Okay. So if I refresh, now we kind of get that. Okay, so I hope this kind of helped and made sense in terms of all these timers and stuff like that. I mean, if you got a promotion, definitely you want to do that, and maybe stick a button under there. The TR, and let's see. And then in here, you can just do something like, okay, freestyle in here. Let's just do 200, and then a color of BG color. Let's just do £. 1 2 3 1 2 3. And then let's say click here to click this one. I'm gonna do click here, and then I'm gonna do, let me try to see if I can do this thing, and arrow. Let's see if that's cool or not. Okay, probably not. But let's do style. Color equals 6F. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. And text align center. Okay. Border radius. Perhaps not on there. Okay, let's see. On here maybe. So media style. Okay, so border radius of something like 10 pixels. See how that looks. Okay, so we're getting somewhere. Padding 12 pixels by 20 pixels. Let's just see something here. Oh, okay. Let's see what's going on. 200. Oh, okay. There's a lot, in my opinion. Let's just stick to 12 and leave it like that. Normally, I don't do padding left and right, so I just get rid of that. Let's see how that looks. I just align it to the center. Here you go, align center. Okay, so in any case, you got your button, padding, a style, padding bottom. Okay, I'll just put something like 30 pixels, right? So we get that push at the bottom. All right. Okay, so we got something, and to control the size of the image, you just give it a number in here and say width, maybe 300 pixels. And obviously kind of gets smaller and the numbers kind of get crisper. And yeah, pretty much you can see how that kind of improves your email a little bit. You know, design alone is great, but when you kind of have like a ticking time bomb, you know, it kind of helps to create that urgency. Like people get to your email and see a ticking. Actually, if you put it especially above the CTA as well, that kind of is cool because people can actually feel the urgency to say, okay, click here. You know, this thing is ticking for you because the thing is going to, you know, happen not so far away. So basically people kind of feel the need to actually click and end up going to your landing page, which is where you want them to happen. So a lot of people would send out emails like, forgot I had a drink. Yeah, so a lot of people will send out emails about their events, about maybe they're doing, especially during lockdown with like all the restrictions of travel. A lot of people have been doing a lot of Zooming and a lot of Skyping, you know, and a lot of video calls like Teams and stuff. So, essentially what you're going to want to do is maybe create like a Zoom event that's happening, you know, tomorrow at 6 p.m. and then basically just make people remember by putting this ticker, this time ticker in the email, and then click here to register to sign up, that kind of vibe. So it can be used for a lot of things, you know. You just have to be creative, think exactly where you want to be using it. Okay. So again, this has been just another little quick tip so that you guys can just understand, like, okay, you know, it's not just building the email, you know, it's not restricted to just great designs or, you know, interactive elements where you can click the tabs like the new template that's just been released, the gym template basically, but also you can also add tickers in there. You know, you always have to be fresh in your thinking, like, okay, how can I improve? How can I make things better and stuff like that? So that's it, guys. I hope you enjoyed this one, and if you did, please put a thumbs up on the channel. That's great. And if you have a suggestion of a video that you want to see, just comment it down below. And yeah, I wish you a good day, and I'll see you again in the next tutorial. Take care. Bye. Thanks for watching to the end. If you've liked this video, please hit the like button. It really helps. Thanks.